Hey guys, so we got the thermostat installed, hose is connected, bolts are tight, the sensor's back on. You know, you're doing a lot of reverse engineering and all this. A good thing when you're starting out as a mechanic or even an experienced mechanic, you can take a picture before you start a job, and that's just gonna eliminate any doubt on if something was connected, if something wasn't connected, or if you're kind of questioning the route a wire took, or a belt, or a hose, or if you were missing a bolt, if there was a threaded hole and you can't find a bolt and you're like, gosh, I don't remember removing that. If you take a picture, that, you know, takes out a lot of worry. So the last radiator I did was in West Africa in the Sahara Desert with limited tools, and it was over 10 years ago. So I haven't done a radiator for a while, so, you know, I went and took a picture of the fans and the hoses and everything, so I know what everything looked like. So when I put it back in, I can make sure I did it right. But yeah, a real simple thing to do, or a common thing you're gonna have to do as a mechanic, is removing hoses. So we're gonna talk about that right now. So we got the upper radiator hose right here, big rubber hose. It's got a clamp. Hoses are connected with clamps so you can remove them easy. And when something gets really hot or old, you know, that plastic deteriorates and it almost melds to the fitting. So sometimes they're really hard to get off. So I'll show you kind of how we use a pick to help us out. So right now, the hose clamp is on the side. I'm going to squeeze the hose clamp and I'm just working it up. I'm not even trying to get it off right now because I want to work it off when I can see it. So now the hose clamp is up more near the top, and I got plenty of clearance. I can use my needle nose. And these hose clamps lock if you squeeze them enough. They'll lock open. But yeah, so I got that loosened off and it locked. So I can unlock that by squeezing it again. And then instead of, you know, just fiddling with that, removing it, I just leave it on the hose so I know where it goes. I put it down, make sure it doesn't get lost. And I could try to struggle with this to get it off with my hands, but it's created a seal. And so I take my pick. You know, you guys will see me using a pick a lot. I really like it. I'll take both hands and I work that in between the hose and the fitting. And I work it down and around. And when you're doing this, you're putting a little pressure so the point of the pick is rubbing on the fitting, not out, because you don't want to cut your hose. There's a lot of risk in this that you can ruin your hose, so you want to be real gentle. But as you work this around, that hose loosens up, and now you can take it off with your hand, and it's a lot easier. There'll be fluid in here maybe. Or no, this radiator is pretty empty. So I got the hose off. And while it's off, I kind of want to look around it. You know, I want to look for cracks. You can hear it. You guys hear that? It's kind of crusty in there, but the hose, all in all, you know, there's no visible cracks. It's still okay. So yeah, now I'm going to remove the bottom hose, and then we'll stop the video and start removing the radiator. So right on, that's how you remove a hose.